everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys another doll out of my doll collection. This is another doll that I'm going to need you guys' help with in identifying her. I don't know who she is. When I purchased her online, she does have the looks of a Shirley Temple, but I highly doubt that she's a Shirley Temple. A lot of companies did make lookalikes of Shirley Temple, but they were not able to mark them and sell them as Shirley Temple because they didn't have the rights. The Ideal company had the rights to sell the Shirley Temple doll. But she is in fantastic condition for the type of doll that she is, and that's one of the main reasons why I bought her. I did not buy her because I thought she was Shirley Temple. She's another characteristic is the dimple. This is not a Shirley Temple because she does not have a dimple. She doesn't have the dimples, so she's not marked. And I know that some Ideal dolls are not marked, but it's pretty obvious that this is just a look-alike. She is made out of composition, and she's part cloth and then composition. So when I purchased her online, I was really happy with the head and the face. Now she does have a little bit of cracking going on behind the ear. It seems like this is a really, I don't know if the word is popular, but this is a lot of times where they crack on a composition doll. But other than that, this doll is in great condition. I probably place her in the early 30s because she has tin eyes. Her eyes are very, very clear. They're intact, and she's got those real eyelashes that are all still there. This doll is in great condition, and that is the reason why I purchased her. I have them, but I prefer to have a doll that is has got if it's composition all the way through. I have the cloth dolls, but I would prefer not to collect them. They take up a little bit more space. They usually have to sit. And so I usually don't collect them, but I do have some of them. She is one of those dolls, so she's a sitting doll. A lot of times sitting dolls were put on the bed, and so I don't normally collect them, but because she's from the early 30s and she's in this great a condition, I couldn't help but purchase her. So the other thing that's really great about this doll, I don't believe that this is her original wig, but I don't think the video is going to do this any justice at all. But the amount of time it took somebody to do these curls, it's just a fantastic job. Whoever owned this doll really took a lot of time to pin. This is never going to come out. To pin these curls, and I don't know how many curls there are, but it's 2 rows thick. So whoever took the time to do that loved this doll, and definitely wanted it to look like Shirley Temple. This is a nice little feature to have the little curls up on top. It's really done very, very nicely. So not a whole lot of cracks in this doll's face. Really, really wonderful to have made it all this time and have very little cracking at all. This doll is in very, very good condition. She is not in her original dress, of course. It looks vintage, but it actually, I think that it's probably more from the 80s. And then the pantaloons as well. It just shows they have a different feel to them. So more of an 80s doll pantaloon. And even the shoes. I don't know, they might be a little bit vintage, but they have a newer feel to them, like a newer kind of a look to them. So quite possibly from the 80s maybe. Maybe even from one of the porcelain dolls that they sell. The same looking porcelain doll. They all look the same. resembles that to me instead of, these are definitely not her original. And the socks are not original either. You can see here there's a little bit of cracking going on the legs, and a little bit of paint loss here. But nothing all that horrible, especially in the face. And that's what I usually look for, is really beautiful face, eyelashes that aren't missing. I have that's one of my pet peeves with dolls, is I do buy them, but I like to have them have their eyelashes and a pretty face. So this doll doesn't have a whole lot of cracking, and usually an original wig that's in really good condition. But this, the time that it took to do this hairstyle is just, it's amazing to me. It's just, it's really, really done well. So there's no markings on this doll. She is cloth. I don't know if I had mentioned that to you. So she has this cloth body, and then the composition meets after the bend so she can sit down. And then her arms, same thing here. Top part is composition. She can move her head on that composition. And then it's her arms are attached with that swivel in the shoulder. So there's no other joints in her, but very, very pretty doll. Just not Shirley Temple. So if anybody out there knows the maker of this doll, knows her name, I don't think it's Shirley Temple, because Shirley Temples are definitely marked in a certain kind of way. So it would tell me that this is not. It just could be just a look-alike. But I'm curious about the company who made her, and if she does have an individual name. So if anybody out there has any information about this doll, please leave that in the comments for me. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.